Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Unsupervised Consequences. I'm your host, Tina the Genetic Marvel, and today we are talking about the plan. We always have heard the statement, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. If you are a fan of movies as I am, you may have seen the recent Dungeons and Dragons movie where Chris Pine says, I'm the guy with the plan. And if the plan doesn't work, I come up with a new plan. Constantly coming in plans. That's his role in the team. Um, so, what I've been doing here has been talking about my journey from going from 450 pounds to as of this morning 288 pounds. So it's a huge journey that I've gone through, and in all honesty, it has been insane. Thank you very much, honey. Yes, I'm going out for live comedy in a little bit to perform at 8 Gladstone Avenue. If anyone is in Toronto and wants to see, I will be there. So please feel free to check it out. But I am hopefully going to get video and be able to load it later. But I digress. So that was my previous series and how I lost a bunch of weight and kind of the mindset that it's taken to get me there, as I haven't done it with any real assistance other than regular medical testing and things like that, just for my regular health, nothing different. And now I had a few roadblocks, and we discussed that in the last series. So here I've come back from vacation. I had gained some weight, and now I have lost it all. I'm sure I'm going to gain a little bit back. There's going to be some fluctuation. I estimated around 2 weeks to do that. So right now I have gone below it, but I was also fasting and things. So there's a whole bunch of fluctuation. But I digress. The point of today was to talk about the plan. A lot of the times, we no plan survives the first incursion with the enemy. We've heard that statement before too, but you can't kind of go in just winging things. That was my forte for so many school assignments growing up, and presentations galore. Just because I have an ability to talk in front of people about whatever the subject I'm fairly knowledgeable about. Now, that all being said, one of the key components to um, the success that I've had has been the idea where a plan doesn't require a significant amount of structure per se. It does require a few key principles or foundationary uh, uh, rules, and it needs an identified beginning and an identified end. Those are the two things that are very important, because if you don't know where your start point is, you can't gauge your success. If you don't know where your goal is, then you can never gauge how close you are on target, right? Because the idea of having a vector, right? You want to be aiming in the right trajectory. That's why a lot of times people say, hey, if you have to take a step back, but it's the right step, then it's not the wrong. It's not. It's not a real delay. That's the process, right? And the combination of having structure but being versatile to handle roadblocks and incursions is what makes the difference between being able to be successful versus really starting to go down that negative train and a lot of times giving up. I know for myself, a lot of the time it's significantly more difficult. I know in general when you are aimless or don't know what your ultimate goal is. For myself, in this process, people say, well, how small do you want to go? And I say, I don't know. Every time I've relied on a number, that has become my obsession. And then my health, comfort, enjoyment of life, those all go out the window. And if those things go out the window, realistically, what are you doing? It's just going to fall apart very quickly. That's how things work, because there are certain things that we want in life. If we don't get them, it's just a matter of time before our uh, willpower is exhausted and we are exhausted and we just try something else. So, well, that didn't work. It didn't not work. It's more so that we didn't have the right plan in place. So, for myself, one of the goals that I've set has been to do a chin up without any assistance. That's number one. Now, number two was even at my biggest during high school, which was 334, which I am almost 45 pounds less than right now. I was able to grab the rim, a basketball rim. And while I'm older, I am a lot stronger and now I'm a lot more flexible. So I'm thinking that I want that as a goal. So there's two specific goals that I have in mind. So I have to build strength, build my flexibility and agility, and those are key components that, as long as they're always progressing, which is a fairly simple task, right? Then I know I'm on track. It's not about how fast or how slow, but it's that there's constant progress. Like today, I ended my fast. I ate a little too much. My mom had made me lentils. They're delicious. If you've never had them, I encourage you to have them. They're even good for weirdos that don't eat meat, right? I did have a side with of pulled pork with it, which was delicious. But having that, I definitely ate too much. But it was all good, clean, healthy food that I'm hoping won't accumulate over the next couple days and make me feel worse. But I know that tomorrow I need to work out because I'm eating. I know that tomorrow I am planning on smoking a prime rib roast. So a lot of my time is going to be stuck at home. So the best option would be work out at home, do some cardio, go for a few walks, all those kind of things that are factoring into the betterment of my existence. Now, if I focused on weight, if I see myself higher than 288, which I 100% will be tomorrow, well, then I'm going to, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I don't know what to do. That doesn't have to be the case, right? If you eat, yeah, it's that's weight. You have to go through that process. So understanding how the functionality of a plan is the key to actually making it versatile enough for it to work. When we have a lot of strict rules and encumbrances on our plan, then anytime something small may come up or uh, uh, cause any sort of difficulty or resistance to the plan, that is a key component to um, opportunities to give up or abandon the plan altogether. And I remember when I was a financial planner, one of the things that I would tell people was that we have a sound plan. Things will happen. And those things happen, we have to come and see how they compare to our plan and how we need to adjust the plan to make sure it stays on track because it will things will happen that we can't expect. So for myself, while I was going through and started this first series, which was 30 days of daily vlogs explaining my process of how I lost all the weight, on day two, my brother, who's only 2 years older than me, surprisingly, just passed away. That's a perfect opportunity for me to say, well, no, I'm grieving, I can't. It was brutal. But because I had a plan, I tried to stay versatile and pushed forward. Then, this past week, we just arrived back and we were on vacation for 10 days, and we ate so decadently. It was a wonderful, enjoyable trip. We tried to walk a lot. I even used the gym at a few hotels, which that was a first. But knowing that I could adapt and persevere, I felt okay. So if I didn't take the time to say, "Hey, I'm on vacation. What am I gonna do? Go to another country and fast and waste my time and not enjoy myself? I'm gonna be a sourpuss the entire time," right? Especially considering the expense of just having a trip like that. It's brutal. So knowing where the flexible points or the areas of articulation inside a plan was also key in being able to remain versatile and adaptable and always progressing toward that goal. Not having those times where you can, hey, it's my day off. I'm just going to relax, enjoy myself. Like today, um, ending. Uh, I think I was 73 hours of fasting. For me, on the third day or the end of the third day of fasting, I have a lot of difficulty with regards to being more active. I get a little bit uh, tired and I don't want to overdo it myself, right? Because I know my body's working hard because I haven't eaten in 3 days. That being the case, I'm not going to stand there and say, oh, well, I'm going to start working out and then what? Maybe faint, maybe hurt myself? That's horrible. So instead, what did I do? Go for a couple walks. We went shopping early this morning. I had to buy new underwear, which I'm wearing today, which I tell you, I went from 3XL down to just extra large. unique experience. But that being said, I use those opportunities to try and exercise as much as I could, as much as I felt comfortable with. Then, when I broke my fast, I ate, I feel okay. Now I'm going to go do some live comedy. No problem. That's a full day for me. I can't stand there and say, oh, well, I didn't work out. Okay, I can work out tomorrow. I had activity. And that's one of the key components of the plan is staying mobile, staying progressive, and making sure I take care of my health as well. Because, like we said yesterday, was that if you uh, lose weight to become healthy, you're not going to keep the weight off. But if you get healthy to lose weight, well, then your primary objective is your health. And then it's not the losing weight portion of things is the um, bonus result of being healthy. And it's not your primary focus because when you focus too much on something like that, it will skew your brain. And then you can't see clearly. And if you can't see clearly, how can you achieve your goal? One of the key components that I found was always keeping that in mind, keeping my goal in heart meant that I was able to meet those obstacles, knowing full well that I was in progress or in the process of doing what was right for me. Not always easy. And like I said, there will be roadblocks, some planned, some unplanned. But maintaining that versatility and knowing exactly how we can adapt to the plan and stay on track means that we can progressively go forward. So I'm going to leave that there today, and just with the idea of having a plan, but making sure that it remains versatile and adaptable are the keys to moving forward, and something that I've definitely found benefit with regards to duplicating success today. So thank you very much. If you thought this was beneficial, please subscribe. And like the video, maybe share it with your friends if you think there's somebody that may be beneficial. I do have the full series is already on my YouTube channel, so feel free to hit that up, and you may find great benefit. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more information. Have a great day.